We've started.
Okay, so who was rooming together?
I
know Susanna,
Lena, and Vera were together.
Yep.
Josh, not Josh. Dylan and Rhett.
Yeah.
Dylan and Bias.
3 tries. 3 times the charm.
Dylan and Bias. And then Talia and Diona. And Vinali also. Because we have a cat now.
We do. I don't have a thingy for the cat, however, so.
The cat is what we deserve. Just as a party.
Yes, we deserve a small creature to traumatize and make sick of our shit.
We're not traumatizing the cat. No.
There needs to be one person in this party who isn't traumatized.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying that trauma apparently just fucking happens in this party.
I mean, it'd be like
Talia was doing better. And I would scream about it.
Celestial beings. Well, no, I was about to say celestial beings can't be traumatized, but we do have bias on the team.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh.
Okie doke. Hang on. I picked the wrong time to start eating. No, go for it. I picked the really wrong time to start eating.
That's fair.
Because it's 10 o'clock at night and I have chocolate and I'm an adult and can make these decisions.
Hey, chocolate's really good, so, you know.
I have the remains of a bag of Reese's cups. The mini ones, which are amazing.
I support you. I shouldn't eat chocolate, so I'm not. But I do have coffee, which I also shouldn't have. Basically, I'm a mess of bad decisions.
Me the fuck too. Why is Susanna upside down?
Because she can. Because she's laid down.
Because it'd be like that.
It's fixed. Okay. Great start, guys.
Okay, well,
excellent.
while Joe's heading back, so you wake up back in the inn in Kaima. I haven't listened to the entirety of last session, which I think is probably actually quite good because Lena wasn't there for last session, so Lena does not have any idea whatsoever what happened. So you wake up in various states of traumatized. Susanna and Vera, you notice. I don't know if I put Lena there because Lena is not there in the room. There is kind of, however, a note written in kind of black spiky lettering that's kind of sat smack bang in the middle of the bed where nobody can hopefully miss it. That just says, headed out, be back for breakfast. And that's it. There's no sign of Lena, there's just the note. I have no idea how Vera would react to that.
I'm of the opinion that she'd probably be chill about it.
I think PK is talking, but we can't hear.
Oh.
Oh yeah, because I can see PK's thing lighting up, but nothing is happening. PK!
PK, no!
PK, I'm so sorry. We did not hear your shade!
No, we didn't hear your shade.
Oh
no! Good, save it, repeat it when we can hear you.
Yeah, say it again. PK. No, still nothing.
Still nothing.
Oh no! This is what we get because I was mean to bias. No words today. We're really having name troubles.
It's kind of glitching in and out, PK.
Uh-oh. I heard a glitchy.
There was a very distinct fuck in there.
Yeah.
There was a very distinct fuck.
I hope y'all enjoy my Minecraft Let's Play. Hi, my name's Hi, my name is Dylan, and welcome to my Minecraft Let's Play.
Oh, yes.
I mean, if we keep being plagued by technical difficulties, we could just like play Cards Against Humanity as in character.
Hello.
Oh, I heard a hello.
Hello.
Okay. So, Susanna.
Nope.
No!
There's like a glitchy tapping noise and they're just nothing.
Oh no! Oh my god, what is happening?
My DMing session is starting out great.
If we keep having technical difficulties, and because we are down, we are going to be down run fairly soon. We could just boot up Cards Against Humanity and just fucking see how that goes.
That could be fun. I've been playing a lot of that with my friends, and we made our own custom card deck for our group chat. And I don't know what my favorite card is.
No, it's just glitchy.
Yeah, I'm just hearing static from you.
It's
PK.
like glitchy clicking noises, PK.
PK, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, because the reason I bring it up is that Vice does kind of need to be involved in some of the upcoming conversations.
Yeah,
and if we're already being plagued by technical difficulties.
Yeah, we could just.
I mean, the other option is to try and boot it through Roll20 and see if the audio will work through there, but that's always a bit twitchy anyway.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Plus, does it light up to see who's talking? Because I actually kind of need that because I
think you get like a little.
Yeah, there's a little bar that
kind of
goes
speech bubble
it.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I can hear that.
It's not signed or anything, but yeah, totally.
Hold on, I want to read that out loud because I can kind of do a southern accent. Let me see if I can nail the Susanna shade. Okay. Well, it was nice of her to leave a note. Not all of us do that when they leave. I wanted.
Oh, actually, not bad.
I wanted to bring us the experience.
Where?
You might have to.
Yeah, you will.
Okay, can we kind of... No, we can't reset that.
One thing we can do, because we do have the ability to fuck with it, is we can head into the other chat and see if that'll help. Because we can see where the server is.
Very true.
That was my next suggestion.
Yeah, do we want to go try that?
Decamp to the other server.
Alright, let's go.
Also, I love how only PK is questioning why I said that you might have to die for Josh.
Do we have you? No, we don't have
No!
you.
No!
Damn.
Oh, oh.
Wow, okay, that's very loud noise.
That just sounded like a demented insect against your mic.
Am
I wrong?
Everything is awful.
I mean, I
we
heard you
again.
there, but it was like really clicky and gross.
I mean, do we want to kind of try changing the server region and see if that helps?
I think it's gotta be on my end, guys. It's gotta be me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure how to help.
Yeah, I don't know what we can do to fix this.
Talk again a second, PK? Oh, she gone.
Alright.
She's trying one of the other things.
Okay, how's this?
Yeah,
good.
That's better.
Okay. We're gonna go with this then.
Alright, what is
if
this?
If it dies, I still have 2 backup options.
That's fair.
Okay, so in the interest of total accuracy, well, it was nice of her to read a note. Not all of us do that when they leave.
Okay, in my defense, at this point, I kind of planned to leave. When I knew there was going to be fallout after the last session. I kind of planned to leave everyone kind of angsting at each other. So
fair. In that case, I would like to state Talia has been curled up on their side in bed, just clutching Vinali, not saying a word, not moving.
Susanna has errands to run. Very urgent ones.
I mean, from what I do know, I suspect Susanna, Vera, and Vera are probably the least traumatized of the situation anyway.
Oh, very true. Susanna's doing great.
It's literally just Talia. It's just Talia.
And everybody wants to shout at Vias.
Is the fact that something tried to eat her face and she nearly got set on fire a bunch.
Yeah.
But nothing physical carried over. It's fine. Also, you're clicking again.
Yeah, you're glitching again, PK.
God.
Yep, I'm just getting glitchy clicks.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go.
I mean, we'll go through the backup options, and if they don't work, then I guess we'll play Cards Against Humanity or something instead.
We should at some point make because I know I'm really good at using this Cards Against Humanity site, so we can make ourselves a custom deck for our party.
I've never used
I feel like making a custom deck for this party could be
chaotic.
Interesting.
Hey, listen, what is Cards Against Humanity if not chaotic?
True.
I don't know what brand of chaotic.
There's chaotic, and then there's I can't breathe. Chaotic. And I suspect this will fall under the latter.
Hey, that's half the point. My voice is cracking. What the hell?
Rip.
Listen, I know why it's happening, but like, do I feel good about it? Kinda, actually, yeah.
Yay.
Here comes the testosterone, boys.
It's the boy juice.
It's the boy juice.
It's the boy juice. Oh boy.
I do call testosterone man juice.
And you didn't say that, okay?
What?
Nope, it's boy juice.
I do call it boy juice, and that is possibly the worst thing that I could say ever in my life.
My best friend in high school was a trans guy, and we only ever called it boy juice.
Listen, you can't call testosterone boy juice. What's the point?
Hi, PK.
Hi, PK.
Hi, PK.
I'm so sorry, PK, for cursing your
Can you
ears.
hear?
Hello?
Yes.
We can.
Okay. Yay? Question mark?
Yeah.
It's a little tentative, yay. It's a little clicky still on my end, but it's much better than it was.
I think that's just due to the quality of this microphone.
Fair enough.
Sorry that it's not your usual quality, PK. That's a lie. There's never any quality, PK.
PK, shut up. I love you.
It's all Southern garbage from here on out.
I was about to say, I mean, what? The general quality that we have to deal with, you guys have to deal with from me, you're now getting from PK as well? Shocking.
Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe.
Let us all be garbage.
Hey, Joe, I love you. Excuse me.
You're all wonderful and not garbage.
Absolutely.
That is true.
Either that or we're all wonderful garbage.
We're all wonderful garbage. You can call yourself garbage, but only if you put wonderful in front of it.
It's a wonderful garbage.
That's our party name.
Okie doke. So
Also, I love that we're this far in and we still haven't got a damn party name.
Geese. We have a party name. It's geese.
Yeah, it's geese.
It's
we also
not
had
geese.
TFG from the other week.
It's
Geese.
fucking geese. It's the fucking geese.
We're not the fucking geese. Time.
It would.
About Triceragoose, and that's a whole story I'll tell later.
Hey, what?
Triceragoose. So the middle of my college campus is just this lake, and we have a large colony of geese that live on it. And there is one goose who is very, very large and very dangerous. We call him Triceragoose. He has destroyed bicycles. He has
Wow.
amounts of food. He is Triceragoose, and we are all afraid of him.
That is our goal. That is who we aspire to be, Triceragoose. I'm serious about the geese, guys.
Geese.
General are terrifying. They are. Geese are. Again, my only thing with calling us geese is that geese are actually perceptive.
Look, we don't know
Wow.
that. Perceptive.
Rude.
I'm sorry. Geese used to be used as substitutes for watchdogs.
We don't know that we're not perceptive.
Geese.
We're too dumb.
Okie doke. So, are we carrying on with the session, bearing in mind we have now effectively lost Ren, or do we want to kind of go and humanity? Because I genuinely don't mind which.
I think
again, Bias does need to be here for some of the conversations that need to happen, because
I mean, the plan is that at some point you will have time kind of on the road and traveling and in a camp to shout at Ren.
And besides, Talia is not in the place to talk to Bias right now.
We need to have just enough of a session that Susanna can buy more bullets so that I won't stress out about bullets.
That's fair.
Amy's planning on throwing at us.
I need bullets, guys. I'm so stressed.
Yeah, bullets would probably be useful. Potentially, maybe.
I don't trust like that.
I mean,
maybe unless they're not at all useful.
No comment. I plead the fifth.
No.
I would plead the fifth.
This isn't a court of law.
I totally can't play the fifth, but plead the fifth. But this server is based in the US, therefore I can plead the fifth.
I was like, wait a minute.
Stop. No plead the fifth if you're not in the best country of nowhere.
The server's in the US, so
I don't think I can get away with pleading the fifth, and I am half American.
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely can't get away with that.
Yeah.
I would say that probably Vera, as long as there is a note from Lena, Vera is perfectly happy to be kind of chill about everything.
That's beer, Mom.
That seems in character.
Vias is probably going to be kind of actively avoiding conversations with people. I don't know what Dylan would be doing after the effects of the events of last week.
TBH, I don't think Vias knows anything's up.
Well, Vias,
fair point.
You know what Vias is definitely doing? Vias is attuning to his his questionable cloak of elven kind.
Okay.
That's what he said he was doing last week.
Oh, yes.
So,
Vias
all right.
knows nothing.
So, here's the thing.
At which point then...
I don't know what happened, so I don't know what Dylan's reaction is going to be. I just know there was a big spider.
You fought a spider?
The very short version is that Vias made a very interesting decision and then proceeded to come across like he was brushing it off, which sent Talia into shutdown.
Ah! Dylan's oblivious and also dumb. So...
Not that dumb.
He's are you
Dumb
sure?
anymore.
Well, he's not that dumb anymore, but like, I
comparatively less dumb.
Still
dumb though.
I'm still figuring out how I feel about that.
It's fine.
It'll be. I mean,
it's 1 point.
If everybody's keen on repressing everything, then
Talia is not. At least not at the moment. Talia. Well, to be fair, Talia is still in shutdown. So I don't know what Diona wants to do. Is the question. How Diona handles it is going to be the question mark.
No pressure, huh?
No fucking pressure.
Are you sure about that? Oh, Jesus.
You don't know the half of it, Josh.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I haven't caught up on all of it yet either, Josh.
Joe knows the stakes of this conversation.
Yeah. So
the pressure is fucking on, Joe. Don't screw this up.
I'll have to DM you, Amy. Hold on.
Oh.
Joe, you can start.
Needing to both headspace and have a drink because, again, no pressure, right?
I mean, you can put it off if you want to.
Yeah, but if we're actually doing actual session, then no, I can't.
Yes, you can. Just send Vias away. Have him go on an emergency errand. Can't talk to him if he's out of the door.
Hey,
no, that's actually not the part that I need to brace for right now.
Should we not session then?
I think since
we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this.
I don't know. I actually. Never mind.
I think it's worse for me and Josh because we kind of don't know what happens, so we're all kind of bracing for the absolute worst.
Yeah, like I'm preparing for like party splitting levels of eggs.
Yeah,
correct.
Same.
Yeah,
correct.
Okay.
Am I right in preparing for that? Oh no. Oh no.
Potentially right in preparing for that. Why do you think I'm needing to actually brace for how this conversation to go and get myself in the headspace for it?
Okay, maybe we shouldn't do session. I'd like to put this off another week, please.
Are we putting it off or are we going with this?
It's entirely up to you guys.
I vote we go for it because I have been stressed.
This is stressful.
If you put it off another week, it's just going to be even more stressful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God.
Again, lost chance. Are we doing this or not?
We're doing this.
Do it sooner or later.
Listen,
is another week going to make it any easier?
No.
Right then.
Christ.
Okay, so Talia is currently clinging to Venali rather desperately and is just completely...
Yeah.
Diana just kind of Diana just especially shift position so that she's within eyeline. She's not just coming out of nowhere. And she just kind of lightly reaches over and rests a hand on Talia's shoulder and tells, "You in there?"
For a minute. And then they put Venali to the side, sit up, and without making eye contact, reach up, undo their braids, and let their hair fall down. It's pretty long. A little bit kind of, not say matted, but not clean either. They kind of turn around and just motion for Diona to
She's gonna reach out and just start by just combing out the grit and the dirt and the just. Heard something out of character that I just needed to make sure wasn't my problem right now. She's just combing it clean at the moment, and she's just kind of whatever that was kind of fucked up.
Talia doesn't respond. They pick Vanali back up and put them in their.
Janet stays quiet for a little bit and just. Talia's hair is to a level of manageable. She starts trying to braid it, and yep.
What's the pattern she's using?
Closest she can get to what. She doesn't know any better at the moment.
The moment Talia figures out what's happening, they push Diona's hands away, recomb out the braid, and then motion for Diona to start again.
Tells why not?
They kind of shift, kind of pulling the cat towards their chest and just go. Something different now. Jonah, just do it, please.
Sure. I don't. I'll take away the last thing you have with them.
I think there's a moment.
Sure.
There's a moment. And Talia just starts fucking crying.
If they let her down, it just pulls them into a.
Yeah, they do.
And she starts gently walking them back and forth and just. I'm not going to tell you it's going to be okay because. Blind people, and I don't know. But you're not alone.
I'm not alone. But I'm wrong, and I need to I need to stop this.
Writing be easier. I know words are hard and writing is good at. Would it be easier?
They nod. Oh god, I have to fucking think about what they write. Shit. You're gonna have to give me a minute. So if anybody else has anything they want to do in this moment.
Hey, Parker?
Yeah?
Hey, Parker? That's not okay. None of what
Trust me, we're not actually in the worst bit yet.
No, what you just did to me emotionally, I'm really sorry, but I'm gonna have to sue.
Entered Josh's house and slapped him in the face with feels.
Literally.
How very dare.
Literally, I think my recording picked up on things my mic didn't. So you can literally, you're probably gonna listen back to this and just hear me saying, whisper, Parker, what the
fuck? There are reasons I muted my microphone.
Oh no.
This isn't actually the worst bit yet. There's worse to come.
I don't like that.
So sorry.
I don't like any of the words that you just said to me.
I'm so sorry.
This is too stressful. We could have played Cards Against Humanity, guys.
I gave you guys like 4 different chances.
Said let's
everyone wanted to do it.
Putting it off until next week would have made it even worse next week.
I just like to say that I did not. I was like, let's play Cards Against Humanity. Let's not deal with this. But everyone else was like, no, let's just get the emotions right out of the way.
I mean, Parker and Joe, the relevant people in this conversation, chose to do it, so, you know.
Yep.
This is your fault.
It was their choice.
You can't complain, this is your choice.
I was perfectly willing to put this off a week.
Parker was not.
No, I want to get this fucking over with because I've been stressed.
Exactly. It'll just make it worse putting it off for another week.
Yeah, but that's what I do. I put
it's the story of my life. Why do today when you can procrastinate until tomorrow?
Yeah, you know?
Meanwhile, Susanna wanted to go buy bullets. I've no idea what stores there are in Kymore or what the cost of bullets is because I didn't think to prepare that.
It's yours, Amy. Just do what you want.
She wants to buy the materials for bullets because her gun is not a standard gun, so there are no gun bullet things in that size. So she needs to buy materials. She needs lead. She just needs a lot of lead.
Oh my god.
She needs to purchase lead, and she needs to not be suspicious about it.
Susanna, not suspicious?
Impossible, I know.
In which case, I would say that probably the place you need to go is kind of the local blacksmith or similar.
That's perfect.
And we will say that a few simple questions will kind of get you directed towards the blacksmith because that's not an uncommon question to ask in any city.
Right.
There's kind of a small older looking dwarven woman kind of with a patch over one eye and muscles upon muscles who you would not argue with or try to kind of double cross or cheat on payment. And as you enter, she kind of looks you up and down with kind of this very quick kind of glance that seems to assess you and dismiss you. Go. You can never have too many dwarf ladies, PK.
True, it's very true.
And just kind of completely ignores you and carries on kind of bringing into shape what looks like some sort of breastplate effect.
Excuse me, ma'am.
And she looks up at you and kind of raises an eyebrow, and you can kind of see as you get closer there's kind of soot stains on her face when she's working in the forge, and she just kind of grunts and goes, "There's no mom here."
Excuse me, miss?
She kind of heaves a heavy sigh and drops the kind of the hammer to one side of the anvil and just kind of goes, yeah, close enough. What do you want?
I was looking to purchase some materials.
Right. For what exactly?
For bullets.
And of the coin, I'm not going to ask. How much do you want and what do you want?
Susanna would know this. PK would not. She wants enough.
Well, according to the thing I've just pulled up, 20 pistol rounds is 1 pound of iron and 1 pound of copper.
Oh,
thanks, Google.
Thank you. That's
and a tier of weapon.
cool. It's a pistol, so that's enough for 20.
20 pistol rounds is 1 pound of iron, 1 pound of copper.
Okay.
And as you tell her, she kind of starts pulling out little metal ingots. They're kind of probably about the size of an iPhone, and she stacks them up on a table to one side of the anvil, and says that'll be 2 silver pieces.
Of course. And Susanna will hand over the money because she does not want to haggle with this woman.
She kind of looks a little bit surprised that you're not haggling, and nods and gives you something that might be a smile. There's kind of a crease of the lip at one side. And she kind of nods and kind of dismisses you completely once the money is handed over, waves you towards your iron and copper and goes right back to hammering on that breastplate without just kind of another glance at you.
Thank you so much. Have a lovely day.
And she kind of grunts in response and carries on hammering.
Under her breath, Susanna says, ma'am.
Not so much as a twitch.
She's just so stressed without saying it. And she will take her stuff and put it in the pockets that hold many secrets, and she will leave and hope not to have been seen by anyone.
You've not really been, I would say, I would, under other circumstances, make you roll for that, but to be honest, you've not really been in Kymel for that long as a group, so yeah, there's probably no one around that would necessarily recognize you anyway, or know you, or have seen you enough to recognize your face.
Thank the dawn, Father. You can't see my face anyway.
Well, to see your veil,
and
that's not exactly subtle.
Yeah, maybe she needs to get a new one. Variety.
I don't like. I don't know if I trust like that, PK.
I don't even know what I could possibly have said just then that's not trustworthy.
I don't know.
I do love the fact that so many of this group just low-key don't entirely trust one another.
Would we trust these fuckers? They're terrible.
Talia trusts everyone with 100% of themselves.
And Talia
see, they're just like that.
I mean, Lena kind of trusts people. Mostly.
Lena really shouldn't trust Susanna. Like, Susanna would probably shoot Lena if it came to it.
Susanna would shoot any of us.
Except, no, she wouldn't anymore.
But probably of the people who she might shoot, if she had a very good reason, Lena would be the first one on that list. I'm sorry, Amy.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Susanna, a very good reason can just mean...
It can mean you bothered me. But that's another story. No time for that.
Would Susanna shoot
if
Dylan?
If you do shoot Lena without reason, then Fallout, that'd be great. Feel free to do that at any point.
Susanna wouldn't shoot Dylan.
Yay!
Active permission to do that at any point says you definitely should not do that at any point.
You should.
Absolutely.
No, please do.
Just like
It'd be hilarious.
You guys, you should definitely slap Susanna to wake her up. Like, that's that kind of thing.
Parker, have you had enough time to kind of pull things together, or do you need a bit longer?
I am almost at the end. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh jeez.
Josh, do you have anything that you need to be doing?
Wait, can we say that like Vias doesn't wake up with everybody?
Makes sense. He's a tired boy.
He's tired.
We can say that maybe Vias kind of wakes up and then burritos himself in the bedding and just refuses to budge.
You know what? That's fair. And Dylan accepts this as a mood and doesn't say anything, and then just kind of like leaves. Does he have anything that he needs to do? I don't think he needs to do anything. Dylan kind of goes and chills downstairs, gets breakfast because he's kind of hungry, and
so Dylan's headed downstairs for breakfast.
Yeah.
I think we will probably say that Vera has done likewise.
That's fair. Dylan's
so Susanna, as you
strike up conversation, he's just gonna chill.
I have written something.
Wait,
okie doke.
Hold on. I have a question.
Hang on a second. Go for it.
Is Vera sitting with Dylan?
If Vera came down after Dylan, she would probably sit with him. However, if she came down first and Dylan saw her, would Dylan sit with Vera?
No. Dylan's gonna go sit by himself and get breakfast.
I would have thought Vera probably would have gone down first, possibly at the same time as Susanna headed out.
Yeah.
So Vera is probably, we will say, somewhere having breakfast.
Okay,
At which point, if she's sat far enough across the room, you would have time to kind of sneak to another table where she can't see you.
Okay. He's gonna eat all his breakfast then.
Cool.
My computer so I can copy paste this shit. Should I just send it to Joe? Should I?
Joe's technically the only one in the conversation with you, so that's up to you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just gonna go to Joe.
Don't like that. I don't trust like that,
Gonna go to
Parker.
Joe.
I don't trust like that.
Come on, Discord, load. Stop being a little shit.
Here, update on my Minecraft Let's Play, by the way. I keep getting timed out from the server that I'm in, so expect a lot of that.
That's fair enough. Muting my microphone on this end because you really don't need to hear me cursing and swearing at my knitting.
That's fair.
Okay.
I mean, mood.
Keep dropping stitches.
Oh, I'm making sweaters for my friend. I'm making a non-binary flag sweater for my friend.
Cool. Got a pattern for, or I've got in my queue anyway, a pattern for fingerless mitts.
Ooh, nice.
That basically are colourwork mitts, and they have kind of plans and patterns of the pattern for doing kind of all the different pride flags. Kind of up the colourwork mittens.
That's really nice. I don't use patterns for everything. I just pray. I'm not valid as a knitter.
I'm totally going to link. I'm totally going to link you the pattern.
Joe,
I know you did, Polka.
Does it hurt? It hurt me. It hurt me to write.
Hey, Polka. One last thing before I step back into character.
Uh-oh.
You.
Please.
Wow.
Anyway.
That's so Talia kind of it takes them a minute to sort of get it where they want to be, and you can see them, they stop and scratch things out and start again, and they're and when you look at it, there are parts where you can tell that they've tried to write in script that you don't know, then retranslated it into common. Ooh, those are pretty gloves. Sorry.
Yeah, they're so nice. Okay.
Retranslate it into common, and they sort of give it to you, hands sort of shaking, and sort of curl back up against the headboard, finale to their chest and in their face, and they're just, they don't look at you and they give it to you.
pauses, reads it once, looks at Talia, reads it again, and just puts it aside, very calm, very controlled, and just pulls them into the hug she can, and just, you're wrong, you're not. I'm sorry we haven't been as careful as we should have been. You aren't dragging us down. You're not. Maybe there is something wrong. I don't know. I don't understand how. But I don't think Vice has gotten tired of you. I think he's misunderstood. But that's not the problem, right? Please, don't.
I hear somebody typing. Talia shakes their head and they just go, there's something wrong with me, Diona. I'm sorry. I'm trying. I don't.
You're doing so well. And there is something wrong with you. It is not your fault. It is not.
They just kind of bury their face in Diona's shoulder. It don't come out.
Yeah, I don't know how to help you, but I don't think that throwing away thing you were before all this, I don't think throwing that away is a good an answer. I think that's just going to hurt you more. And maybe I'm being stupid, but
what am I supposed to do? It's obviously not working, and it's not. I'm obviously wrong, and I don't know what else to do.
Except you haven't been wrong. Those hags were in the forest. You're the one who knew what was wrong. You're the one who knew there was something screwy. If they'd gotten the drop on us, I don't like to think about what would have happened. In that, whatever that bullshit thing was. You went in front of us when you didn't have to. You put yourself into what you thought was a dangerous situation, what probably should have been, I don't know. Because you knew that you were in the best position to do so. You're not wrong. And I don't know how to help you. I don't know how to. But Dana kind of pauses, and you can just see her kind of. She doesn't move her hands. There's a little bit of a twitch, like she's trying to find the right words. None of us have gotten tired of you or fed up with you or And I know we haven't been as good about trying to help the transition as we should have been. And been doing so well. And think throwing away or putting aside even the Delphia rules will help you be less scared. I think maybe it'll make it worse because you don't have anything to work within it in the bounds of. Now, if you really want me to, I'll redo your hair in something simple and we can figure out what we're doing later. But please, don't make me be cruel. Don't make me take away the only thing you have of Ruan and Stora. I refuse to hurt you like that.
I just feel like always reacting to things and overreacting to things you all just don't. Haven't. I'm sorry.
Don't be. Not to me. When ready, whenever that'll be, we do need to talk to Vice about this. Because if you're right, I need to have some words with him.
Don't
No.
Don't be mad at him. He's probably right.
Talia. Here because of you. I'm here to get you home. That means that my priority is making sure that you feel safe and like you aren't. And if you are right and he's gotten tired of humoring you, then I need to have a talk to him about priorities and about how he chose to address that. Because that's not an okay way to treat your trauma. It's not an okay way to treat how you've been. And maybe this is just my perspective, I don't know, but I honestly do not think you have been overreacting or too far. It worries me that you feel scared and worried enough and not able to control anything. That doesn't say good things to me. But I also don't know what I'm talking about, so maybe it's something I haven't experienced yet. I don't know. But point is, it's not burdens you have to shoulder alone. And I don't think that there has been any deliberate attempt to make you shoulder those on your own. Not from us, anyway.
Do you remember how my hair was?
Yeah. Do you want me to redo it as best I can?
They nod.
Okay. You might mess up a little.
They shrug.
Kind of gives them a gentle kind of shoulder squeeze and just starts trying to redo their braids approximately right.
Talia just kind of sits there and lets you do it.
Yeah. We'll get through this. But you don't have to feel like you need to be. No matter what anything's saying, no matter what, you're not being us down.
They just kind of sigh and go, I don't want to talk to Vias yet.
Okay. Do I have your permission to show him what you wrote? I won't without your permission.
They shrug and go, I don't know.
Okay. Do you mind if I hold on to it? You do decide. Whatever that ends up being.
They nod.
And yeah, Donna just tries to finish the braid as best she can. It's not perfect because she hasn't been doing it for, but it's close enough.
Talia just kind of feels along it for a second, just kind of tracing like the pattern, the way it goes, and just kind of lets out another sigh and goes, do you think there's food downstairs?
I think there's going to be food downstairs.
Do you think I can take Finale?
Yeah, I think so. Do you want to walk, or do you just want to on my shoulders again?
I want to walk.
Okay, I just had to check.
And Talia will stick by on his side and head downstairs. Oh my god.
Hey!
Yeah!
What?
No!
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
No, please.
Yeah! So that happened.
What?
Okay. So, you guys are going downstairs to food. Yes?
Oh.
Ren, again, this is not any kind of dig at you. This is literally how it came across to Talia and Diona working off the information she has from Talia.
No, PK, I'm sorry.
Just the way you asked, do you remember how it was? Like,
literally.
Yeah.
Okay. See, the thing is, that didn't get me. But Diona's little, I literally leaned back in my chair and had to, like, stop what I was doing for 5 seconds because, oh my god.
I'm an actor, y'all. This is my shit.
What the fuck, you guys?
I'm not, but I know how to dig. I know how to dig the feels in.
What the fuck? What did I ever do to you?
We did warn you.
I know I was warned, but I'm still not okay. I don't think I will ever know what okay
of the rest
is.
of the group.
That was a massacre. Oh,
I don't think I'm ever gonna feel okay again.
And yeah, you guys also know where Diona's loyalties lay at the moment.
That's valid.
Like they would be anywhere else.
You don't even know what Talia wrote, though.
I'm so shook just because of Joe's reaction. Like,
yeah, you guys know some of it because I responded directly to bits of it. You don't know all of it.
Do I want to?
So
I'd like.
Do you want to cry?
I'd like to save my emotional health, please. God,
I love Talia.
Me too. I would die for Talia. I'd just like put that out there.
You're like,
feel like dying for Talia might defeat the purpose.
I know. I don't care.
Murder for Talia.
Yeah, we murder for Talia.
You might have to.
Hashtag murder for Talia.
I mean, heck, are you kidding me? I'd murder for anyone.
Your guys' reactions in text,
Susanna,
kept like making me smile and almost break character. But I'm like,
yeah, I had to not have the chat open. Like I'm reading through and catching up. Because I couldn't step out of Diona's head to.
No, Ren, I'm not giving it to you. I want.
Yeah, Ren.
Emotional impact.
If Diona gives it to you, it's going to be with Talia's consent. Nothing.
Did you just come on voice chat to say traitor?
Yes.
You're so valid.
Thank you very much.
We love you, Red.
Red, we love
my
you.
grandmother. You turds. You're absolute horrible people.
Yeah.
I am like, I am shaking.
Sorry, I'm talking. No, it's fine. Don't worry.
That is what you're
some eggs before you eat chat. I was just talking with them as well. Yes, I will shred your potatoes for you, Mother. Don't cut yourself. You're welcome.
Yo.
I don't think I'm ever gonna be okay again.
Yeah, honestly, that went better than I expected it to, though.
Diona did good shit. Okay?
Maybe love is real, and it's because I love Diona.
Yes.
So yeah, Dylan and Vera, if they're both still downstairs, get to see a Talia who has been crying and a Diona who looks like she's about half an inch from crying.
So yeah, as you walk downstairs, you see at one table kind of off to your left, you see Vera, and at another table off to the right, tucked out of the way, you see Dylan. Oh.
Make your choice. Who are you going to sit with?
Diana kind of gives both of them a little bit of an acknowledging nod and just kind of lets Talia pick what's going on.
Oh, fuck. Restate. No, Ren, it's okay. Ren, please, I'm so sorry.
Ren, I'm sorry we put you through this.
It's gonna be okay. It's
Ren.
literally not. It's not even really about Vias. It's more about Talia.
Yeah, it's more about Talia's trauma and the fact they can't deal with it alone. And it's just redirecting.
They're so valid, by the way. I'd just like to put that out there.
What
was that?
Talia's so valid, by the way. I just want to put that out there.
Talia is valid. They don't believe they're valid.
They're wrong. They know. They have to know. They have to know. They have to know. They have to know, Parker.
Know.
They have to.
They don't know. They think they are the literal worst. They think they are.
They're wrong.
Wasting everyone's time and resources.
They're wrong.
Anyway.
Parker, tell them they're wrong.
Tell them they're wrong. Okay, repeat to me where people are sitting.
Okay, so as you come down the stairs, Vera is kind of off to the left near the bar, and Dylan is kind of straight ahead, tucked into a corner, out of the way.
Okay.
Which point as well, Susanna, you probably kind of make it back to the tavern by now as well, and you kind of, again, you clock kind of Vera off to your left. You probably can't quite see Dylan in the corner, but you can kind of see Diona and Talia stood at the bottom of the stairs, kind of glancing around the
and both looking like they were either crying or are about to start crying.
Susanna is gonna just walk straight past them, like nod at them, good morning, and then walk up the stairs. She's not dealing with this shit.
No, Talia will grab Susanna by the arm.
Hello,
Are you trying to shake her off or anything, Susanna, or are you just going to kind of...
I'll just pause and let them hold the arm.
Wait, Vias is still burritoed upstairs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's... Talia will kind of point in the direction of Dylan and just go, Can we have breakfast?
Of course you can have breakfast. It's breakfast time. Go right ahead.
I think they were asking if you would be willing to recite while we have breakfast.
Oh.
And Diana kind of looks at Susanna over Talia and just gives a little bit of a quiet, imploring, please sort of look.
Susanna looks at Talia, who has been crying, and says, well, of course, I'm just gonna... No, I can drop it off later. I will have breakfast with you. I'm just not super hungry, but I will sit with you.
Thank you. And with that, they will also go grab Vera and see if she's willing to come over to Dylan's table.
Would Dylan be done eating by this point?
It's all kind of been going off simultaneously, so he's probably just about finished, but still sat there. I don't know. Does Dylan eat breakfast slowly or quickly?
He probably was eating quickly, so
he's probably finished then and is kind of getting ready to leave when everybody else kind of comes downstairs.
Okay. So that works. Yeah.
Whether or not he wants to try and leave when
No, he's not gonna try and leave. He's just gonna have just finished and be like, oh, people. He's gonna wave.
Fair enough.
He's gonna wave and then see that Talia's been crying and then be like, oh, and look away.
Honestly, me in the dining hall though.
You are valid.
Oh, I'm finished eating, but here are my friends. I guess I'm stuck here for the next 2 hours.
Yep. I mean, Vera isn't going to put up, I would have thought, much of a fight about being dragged into breakfast with everybody else.
No, she'd probably be okay with it.
Group breakfast -5.
And minus Lena, because Lena's not back yet.
Oh, minus Lena as well, yeah. Because Vias is in bed and Talia doesn't want to see him right now.
No, that's fair enough. So you grab a seat, and for those of you who don't have breakfast, it's kind of a fairly standard kind of plate of food and pots of tea and everything that kind of get brought to the table that's included with kind of, payment for rooms and things like that. So you're kind of propped up and around, taking over kind of half of one of the tables in the corner, kind of eating bits of breakfast when Lena kind of heads back in. And she kind of heads straight towards the stairs before she clocks you out the corner of her eye.
Lena!
And kind of waves and kind of makes her way over to the table.
Yeah, Dylan like beckons her over.
Good morning, Lena.
Morning. Hi. Sorry I wasn't there.
It's okay. Where did you go? Where were you?
Oh, I had a message from the
It's okay, Dylan. She left a note.
Oh,
I did.
No. Yes, the thing that I don't do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, there was a message from someone at the temple. I don't know. I don't think it was urgent, but they wanted me to go, and so I went, and now I'm back. A spare tea.
Yeah, tea.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Lena kind of slides the pot over.
Lena kind of grabs some. Hang on a second, guys. Oh. Yes, please. Oh, hang on. Sorry, miscommunication. So she kind of...
I mean, that seems to be the theme of today.
Lena kind of grabs a mug of tea and looks around the group, and then kind of looks around the group a little more slowly, and kind of obviously clocks that something has gone on, but doesn't really want to comment on it right now. So she's like, did everyone sleep well?
No.
Lena, the craziest thing happened. Let me tell you about it.
We had the dream that there was a weird spider.
Yeah, and then someone got set on fire. It may have been me. I'm not really clear about it. Someone else got a map wrapped around her head and smothering her. That also may have been me, but again, I'm not clear about it. It was so strange.
I think it was you, actually.
I know. I'm quite certain that it was me.
Oh, wait, but... I understand.
I'm so proud of you, Dylan. So we've all just, woken up and been moving about for a little bit. We missed you when you woke up. That's okay. Thank you for leaving the note. I do appreciate it.
So that is so weird. I mean, I slept like a log.
And then we all got presents from this old man wizard. Oh, and then there was a talking fire. Dylan, do you remember the talking fire?
I actually don't remember a lot of things in general, so no.
Downa, do you remember the talking fire?
Yes, it was odd.
I remember
my attention was a little bit distracted at the time.
I remembered the guy with the ice bird. He was blind like me.
Right.
At which point Lena's kind of looking between all of you as you're talking with kind of a face that says, that kind of blatantly says she's wondering if you've been drinking.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Dreams just be like that.
Huh.
It was strange. My bullets were gone. I fired my gun in the dream, and when I woke up, the bullets were missing. Like I'd fired them.
That's weird. Are you sure there aren't bullet holes in your room? You should probably check. I think they would charge us extra.
I would not have fired my gun in my sleep. It's not possible to fire my gun in my sleep.
Are you sure about that?
My gun was in its holster. Where I left the holster, I was in the bed.
Weird stuff happens in your dreams. I wouldn't know. I've gotten stabbed in my dreams, but then, I've woken up and I haven't been stabbed, so maybe this is different. I'm sorry. I don't know if I had a point to this.
This is... the point overall is that the whole thing is very confusing, and I'm very low on bullets, but that's not something we need to worry about right now, hopefully.
Hopefully you won't be shooting things.
So it wasn't one of you that left that cloak under my pillow then?
The what?
No,
Cloak.
it wasn't one of us.
Right. I got a cloak. Vice got a cloak. Dylan, do you get a cloak? Dylan got a cloak. Vayra got a cloak. We all got cloaks.
I got a cloak. You guys got cloaks too?
Talia raises their hand.
Talia, what did you get?
I got some healing potions. Not a cloak.
That's even cooler than a cloak.
Actually, that's very handy. You should hang on. I'm sure you're gonna hang on to those.
Donna kind of looks a little bit just weird. Got that weird bag. Don't know why, but
you got the bag? What's in the bag?
I don't know. I've been a little bit. My attention's been a little bit scattered. I haven't checked.
You should.
Talia just kind of clutches Finale a little bit tighter.
Can I see your bag?
Well, you should check that. Do you have it with you?
Diana, do you have the bag?
Diana kind of does reach over and just give Talia a shoulder squeeze. And sorry, I picked that wording badly.
Diana.
Okay, never mind.
Diana, can I see
Lena
the bag?
Spots. Nothing.
Diana.
Are you kind of being secretive with the bag, Joe, or are you kind of...
No, Diana doesn't really have it with her. It's upstairs with the rest of her stuff.
Okey-doke.
Because, again, she was a little bit distracted and was more interested in getting food and helping comfort Talia.
Okey-doke.
But she can go upstairs and get it if you guys are that curious.
I want to see the bag. I want to see the bag. Diana.
Paul, so you good if I go upstairs for a little bit?
They nod.
Okay. Yeah, she goes up and goes and retrieves this small-ish dark red bag of a weird kind of fabric.
Okay. Diana.
Out of character, based on it. Out of character, it's I think said crushed velvet.
Ooh.
I can find it, but I honestly don't care enough to find it again. It's something like that. Yeah, she brings it down and doesn't feel like it's got anything in it.
Dylan sticks his hand in the bag.
Your hand goes down way deeper than it has any right to.
Diana! It ate my hand!
What?
Yeah, Talia doesn't like that.
Susanna, having just dealt with mimics, reaches into her pocket and pulls out a gun.
Whoa. No, Susanna.
Lena reaches over and kind of pulls Dylan's arm out of the bag.
Susanna! No guns at breakfast.
What, should I wait till dinner?
Yes. Well, no guns at the table.
Oh, that's something I cannot follow.
Well, I mean, no guns out at the table. If you need to have your guns on you, that's fine. But, no, please don't pull guns at the table.
You said the bag ate your hand.
Not being murdered over food.
Well, it didn't eat my hand. See? And Dylan, holds up his hand to prove that it's, still attached to his body. It did. I said it like a joke. Do you know what jokes are, Susanna?
Look, Susanna, as soon as Joe said, or as soon as Diana said what she just said, Susanna just started giggling and has not stopped. So yeah, I guess she knows what jokes are.
Looks at Susanna a bit just oddly.
Are you okay?
It's nothing.
Are you laughing?
It's just really funny. No, I'm not laughing.
Yes, you are! Susanna, you do know what jokes are. I knew it.
Yeah, I guess I do. Yep, that's me. Such a joker, Susanna.
Lena's totally side-eyeing every one of you right now.
Okay. So we've got the big bag. Hey, let's put everything we have in it and see how much it holds.
What?
For fun.
Why?
Just cause.
I mean, we could.
That would be fun, It's good to if infinite. Is it infinite bag? I know that word. Infinite.
Oh, bless.
Bless Dylan.
We can put some things in the bag. I guess.
How many things should we put in the bag?
I don't know. What should we try? This is, I mean, clearly your area of expertise, infinite and all that.
I don't think I know the word. I know that it's a word that is a thing that I can say, but I don't think things can be infinite, you know? Like, there's got to be an end to everything.
Is it like velvet inside the bag?
Is it? Sorry, no, out of character. Is it? What did it feel like when Dylan stuck his hand inside the bag?
God.
I'm so sorry.
Amy, do you want to take this over? Because you are technically DM.
Oh no! I'm just
feel like leaving your hand into a bag of holding.
I am leaving the chaos to happen right now because this is hilarious.
When Dylan stuck his hand in the bag of holding? It's really important.
We need this.
It's so important, Amy. You have no idea.
It kind of you stuck your hand into the bag of holding, but you didn't actually find a side when you put your hand in there.
It felt like nothing.
Emptiness.
Oh my gosh! Can I try?
Yes.
Yes, I guess.
Yes, Susanna, stick your hand in the bag.
Susanna takes off her glove and puts her hand in.
I mean, you know what? For the hell of it, make me an investigation check. Because nobody's rolled anything apart from me tonight, so what the hell? Making up the DC on this as I go.
That's how you DM.
God, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, honestly.
On the fly.
Fuck did that go? Hold on.
I mean, it takes you a few minutes of kind of wiggling your hand around in what is essentially nothingness, but you kind of eventually kind of manage to kind of stick your arm in kind of up to the elbow and kind of turn your arm right kind of up flat, as it were, and you can just kind of get the faint sensation of velvet against the tips of your fingers. It feels pretty big inside that bag.
It is velvet. This is marvelous.
Oh, wow. Hey, do you think? I don't. But like, what?
Sorry, go on.
No, Dylan's just like stuttering.
Okay, so while this is going on and the two of you are kind of gulping over the bag, Lena kind of just taps Diona on the shoulder and says, can I have a word? Quietly.
Sure. Kind of just, again, looks at Talia, seeing if they're okay with if she steps away for a moment.
Talia's a little bit enraptured with what's going on with the bag.
That's fair.
I mean, it's like Lena's literally just going to kind of step like 5 or 6 steps away from the table, kind of out of earshot, but still within sight.
Yeah. Then follows.
And just kind of in a quiet voice, she's just going to kind of say, I did have word from the temple, and it's weird. And I was going to ask everyone if they wanted to go with, but kind of obviously something went down last night that I didn't. Not important. You know people in town, and I assume you talked to Florrie, wasn't it?
Yes.
She'd hear things, I assume, weird things happening in and around the city.
Yes, that is part of why we tend to talk, because adventurers collect rumors.
There's something kind of surfaced in the forest, and
the ruins?
Further on than the ruins, deep in the forest. They want me to go look at it, but I really don't like the idea of being sent to a mysterious ruin in the forest all on my own, weirdly enough. So, I mean, I was going to ask the group, and I kind of think people probably would, but shit's obviously happened, as it were, and I don't know if Florrie would have heard anything about people disappearing.
Yeah, she's heard tell of. It's mostly been in groups like us laughing it off.
Right.
But after the incident at the Sharing Coast, none of us disregard those. She doesn't disregard those, and I'm taking her cue.
Right.
I think there is something going on there.
Yeah. Shit. Great. Okay. Right. So I kind of have to head out into the forest, and I'd really kind of appreciate it if you'd come with me. Thank you so much for saying that.
And she kind of, it looks like she's about to give Lena what? If Lena looked like she was going to say that she was trying to handle it alone, and then it just a relieved sort of nod when the response is favorable to "you're not going alone."
That's good. Great. Okay. I have kind of vague directions and a vague notion of who we need to speak to, but it's going to be dangerous and awful, and probably both of the above all at the same time. I suppose I should ask everyone else. That would be great, wouldn't it? I don't know if anyone else needs to kind of have a break. Things obviously, like I said, happen tonight.
I think give us a day.
Yeah.
Unless you're on a timer, I think give us a day to recover from this and to have any talks that need to happen.
I mean, to be fair,
let us finish up any errands.
They've kind of just dumped the whole thing in my lap and left me to it. So, yeah, Sodom. As soon as we get there, I guess. A day is fine. Thank you so much. I need tea. And she kind of
sounds like you need some spiked tea.
Spiked tea sounds wonderful. It's a bit early in the morning, though. Maybe kind of after lunchtime. That'd be great.
We'll sort it out. Don't know what the fuck's going on there, but we'll sort it out. Probably shouldn't have been saddled with this. I feel like whatever's going on probably shouldn't have been put in your lap. I
mean, kind of my fault. I was asking for things to do, and I forgot to tell them that I was no longer looking for things to do. So, yay! Tea. Breakfast. I haven't eaten breakfast. Breakfast would probably be good.
Breakfast would probably be good. Dana kind of reaches out and just gently puts a hand on Lena's shoulder, and we'll figure it out, whatever's going on.
Thank you. Great. Excellent. Brilliant. Excuse me. She kind of takes a deep breath and kind of straightens her shoulders and everything, and then walks back to the table as if nothing is wrong.
Susanna still has her hand like in the bag of holding.
Yeah, I think Susanna and Dylan are messing around with the bag.
And then also returns back to the table.
I mean, I assume this bag of holding is empty.
If there's no...
I was planning on it being empty. You're the DM. You could declare it's got something in it.
Doing that shit right now.
If there's no bottom and you put something in it, how do you get it out if you can't reach it? No one's arms are that long, Dylan.
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, okay, I want to test this out.
Maybe it's a little like the tome. You just kind of gotta know what you want to find.
Dylan's gonna take his book out of its holster, and put it in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna look, like, hold up the bag and, like, look in. He's like, hey, and then, like, hold it over to Susanna. Can you see my book?
Can I see his book?
No.
You're establishing the rules for the bag of holding for this entire campaign.
Oh my god. You kind of see his hand right up to kind of where the opening of the bag is, and then beyond that you can kind of see a vague outline of kind of his wrist and the top of his hand. And what might be kind of a vague outline of the top of a book, but it's kind of, you have to squint and it's kind of hard to see.
Dylan's gonna let go of the book.
Okay.
And then he's gonna close his hand, and then he's gonna like close his hand again and like reach around inside the bag. Does he feel it?
Make me a.
Oh no! If he loses this, Raven Mom is gonna be so pissed.
Make me an. Is he just literally kind of? Is he thinking about the book when he's reaching his hand around for it?
No, he's just kind of like reaching around. Like he's mostly thinking about, oh, cool bag.
Make me an investigation. Yeah, an investigation check. He's kind of just waving his hand around, and there's no book, and it's kind of there's emptiness, and occasionally there's kind of brushes of something that might be kind of velvet against the sides of his hand and things. He's reaching around, but there's no book.
Dylan.
Can I try? Can I try?
Dylan kind of pales and pulls his hand out. He's like, uh-oh.
Are you gonna
give it to Talia? See if Talia can work it out.
Talia here, and he doesn't feel good about anything that just happened.
Talia is gonna do what they do when they need to find something in the tome, and that's just kind of think about specifically what they need and reach their hand in.
Okay, are they thinking of
the book? Yeah,
of the book. Okay. Yeah. I would say because you're kind of thinking of specifically the thing you want and you know what it looks like, I would say you kind of reach your hand in, and it takes a few seconds, but as you kind of move your hand around, you kind of feel the brush of kind of leather binding against your hand, and you close your fingers at it and you withdraw the book from the bag of holding.
Got it. Dylan.
That was brilliant, Talia.
She would have been like, I don't know if she would have been mad at me because I haven't lost anything she's given me yet, but I don't think that Ravencwood would be happy if bad things happened to this book.
Well, that is a sentence and a half.
She gave it to me. She gave this book to me, and it gives me some magic, and it's where some of my spells are. Like, it's how I got Venali, because I put a spell in this book.
Talia kind of looks down at Venali, looks back at you in the book, and just kind of goes, so is Venali a cat, or is it gonna like turn into a person? Or...
Okay, Venali is
it gonna turn into a book?
No, neither of those things. Okay, here's the thing about the spell as she explained it to me, because she was like, hey, do you know cats? You had a cat when you were a child. That person in your group who's kind of sad that you wish you could help, maybe you should give them a cat. But she said it in like a lot more complicated language. So basically she was like, so the way the spell works is that you can just when you do the spell, it's like how Vias gets mercy. When you do this spell, you kind of like think about the animal that you want, and so like Venali is a cat right now because cats are good and fluffy and stuff.
Talia nods and like pulls Venali like closer to their chest.
But Venali could be things that are not cats, but Venali isn't a person. You know?
So
Venali could be a bird, Venali could be an octopus, Venali could be a dog. I actually don't know all the things that are possible. But
all this magic stuff just goes over my head.
Yeah, mine too. And I have some.
Ina kind of leans over at this point and kind of scratches the top of Venali's head and just kind of whispers to Talia, Venali's a cat right now, and I think Venali's probably going to stay a cat for a little while.
Because cats are good. There's no such thing as a bad cat. Because they're all soft.
Alright, okay. Good. And it's become very like from like 2 nights ago, or I guess last night, where Talia was very uncomfortable with Venali. They are like, they still don't quite know how to hold a cat properly, but they're at least enthusiastic about it.
Okay, Talia, do you want to know what Venali is technically?
They nod.
A celestial.
Celestial. They kind of like sound it out, and then like one hand you can see like against Venali's skin like traces out letters.
Do you know what celestial is?
No.
Do you know gods?
That's that thing you talked about one time that kind of like freaks me out a little bit, but no.
That's fair. Well, you don't know what gods are, and I don't know if I can explain it. So it's basically like they're not always good. Some of them can be like super evil, but most of them are good, and they like come from the stars and stuff. I think. I actually don't know a lot of things, and this is one of the things that I don't know. But I do know that when you summon a familiar, because that's what Venali is, they can come from either celestials, fiends, or fae. And I thought fae would not be good for you, so I did celestial because
they shake their head.
Because celestial is like good and happy things, and like starlight and cats.
They just kind of nod and go, all right, fine, okay.
I'm not very good at explaining, I'm sorry. I just get really excited when I talk about things I like, and I wanted to make you happy. I don't know.
No, I do too. I talk a lot sometimes, and I think Venali is good.
Yeah, you just seemed a little unhappy. And cats make me happy, so I was hoping that they would make you happy too, even if you aren't entirely sure what a cat is.
Well, they go, well, I really like this cat.
Yes, good cat. And if Venali ever dies, I can bring him back. So it won't be forever.
They nod. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
What is Venali doing? Are they just kind of like limp in this like?
Yeah, I think Venali is a ragdoll, so like they're cool with whatever.
And ragdolls being like 100% limp all the time, as long as you're giving them affection. They're such sooky cats.
It's just kind of the volume of the purring that changes.
Danik does kind of look at Dylan again over Talia and just kind of mouths "thank you" at him.
Dylan beams.
Specifically in response to the I just wanted to make you happy, but
I'd like to let you guys know that phrase is going to come back to hurt you guys later.
The what?
That what?
That phrase is going to come back to hurt us, he said.
Oh, yeah.
The bastard.
I mean, yeah.
I'm the ultimate bastard.
How very dare.
Susanna is going to like look at the bag of holding and say, okay, so Diana got this, and Telly got healing potions. So are our cloaks just like plain cloaks?
Dylan puts the cloak on.
Did we just get normal cloaks? Like
I mean, they're kind of pretty. I mean, it clashes slightly with my skin tone, but everything does when you're red.
Oh,
I really like the red because you look good.
Raises whatever she was drinking from at that, and just
Hey guys.
I'd assume that since Talia and I both got things that were at least somewhat magic, the cloaks have something. And we briefly lost PK.
Angst killed my connection. You guys all went silent for a hot second there.
We're having comic relief right now. It's light. It's lighthearted.
Okay.
Okay, what now?
Right now we're lighthearted and loving cats.
Okay, we're talking about the cloak still, right?
Yeah.
Yep, we are,
Yeah.
Crystal.
Donna said that since she and Talia received something that was magical, it made sense that the cloaks were probably...
Wait, hold on. I just remembered Dylan can do this. Dylan's gonna cast Detect Magic.
Ooh.
Good job.
Which he can do at will anytime he wants. Because warlocks are like that. And
it's kind of fun.
And it doesn't
because
take a
warlocks
spell
is
slot.
basically just the reason.
So Dylan does that. What does he see?
What is the range?
It's 30
the range
foot.
is
It's
30 feet.
Yes.
As you kind of glance, are you focusing primarily on the cloak?
Primarily on the cloak, yes. Dylan brought his
There is
down.
kind of a faint kind of bluish green glow around the cloak. And as you kind of glance over to the bag that's still sat on the table, you can kind of see the same kind of faint glow around that.
They're magic, you guys.
Does anyone else have any magical objects on them?
That
Susanna's watch is magic.
The spice pouch Diana has is also magic, but it's a much more faint magic.
What's the range again? One more time.
30 feet. So it's kind of pretty much kind of, I would have thought most people, everyone at the table.
Everyone at the table. If it extends upstairs, you'd see the tome, but that's it.
Okay, so as you look around, Josh,
and another little, like a horn-shaped object.
Is that upstairs as well, or is that with you?
Mm-hmm. Upstairs.
Okay, so as you kind of glance around, Josh, the cloak in your hand has this kind of faint aura around it, as does the bag on the table. There's something kind of that Susanna has about her person that you think might be giving off a faint aura. There's kind of that many layers of clothing, you're not entirely certain. And from where you're sitting, you probably can't see the glow of Diana's spice pouch.
Okay. So he's gonna look at Susanna. Just like a smile slowly appearing on his face, and be like, "Hey, Susanna.
Hey, Dylan.
Hi. So, wait. First, before I get to you, all these items are magical, including the bag and all the cloaks. They're magic. I'd just like to confirm that for all of us. Okay. So, Susanna, what do you have that's magic?
What?
You have magic. I cast a spell that tells me when there's magic, and you have some.
I do not have any magic, Dylan.
Are you sure? Do you not have anything magical on you? Because I'm pretty sure you do, because that's what my spell is telling me, and the Raven Queen told me that this spell is never wrong.
The cloak, I left the cloak upstairs. I don't have anything magic.
Are you sure
I've never been
about
able to...
that?
Can you see? What are you looking at?
Dylan's gonna look right at where he sees the magical signal from. It's there. I can see it.
Susanna is gonna, like, pat herself down until she finds her watch. And then hold it up. Which is the magical item.
It's magic. Look at it! It's magic.
This is magic?
Yeah! Yes! Yes, it is.
This is my daddy's watch. It ain't magic.
No, it's magic. Look, listen. I know things.
Hey, listen!
Popular belief.
Hey, listen.
I know a couple things.
My daddy made this watch. It ain't magic. It's just a watch. It's just a nice watch.
Maybe the Raven Queen should tell you that it's magic.
I think perhaps we should avoid encounters with your...
What is she to me? I have to think about that for the next 5 minutes. Okay.
Susanna checks the time. What time is it?
It is 10:31 in the morning.
Susanna closes her watch and puts it in her pocket again. I don't know what your spell is doing, but my daddy didn't have any more magic than I do. He didn't make a magic watch.
It knows. It knows.
Susanna gets up and starts to walk away from the table.
No, Susanna.
Okay, guys, I have to go. I'm so sorry to leave you guys here in this chaos, but I have to go eat. I'm gonna keep recording, but goodbye for like 20 minutes.
I think we'll probably wrap up in the next little while anyway, and then kind of start out on the road next week.
Susanna, hearing Talia call her back, will stop and turn around and just give Dylan a look that he won't be able to see because her veil is still on, and then sit back down at the table.
Susanna, I actually did want to ask you a little bit of a favor.
Of course.
I need to go to the tailor in case we end up dealing with nobles again. I want to be able to look the part. You have a better eye for...
Oh, you need clothes?
Yes.
Well, all right then. Do you want to go now? Do you want to go later? Like, I need to make bullets, but I can do that after shopping or whenever that would be convenient. Susanna's kind of looking at Talia, but you can't really see because the veil is on.
Well, the bullets are the thing in your the little boom things. I don't know what they're called.
It's called the gun. Gun, G-U-N, gun.
Thank you. I got the spelling.
Sorry.
It's all right. Sorry. But if they're the thing that, like, because I think it works the same way, kind of like a spell does, where the thing that you use to cast it isn't the weapon, but the thing that you shoot out of it is. So, I mean, if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But if the bullet is the thing that you shoot out of it, then I think you'd want to make them first before you go anywhere. If that makes sense, I'm sorry. I'm just
that does make sense, Talia, and that's actually very smart. I do have some bullets left, so I will be all right though if Diana wants to do shopping earlier in the day.
I'm good to delay till later. I wanted to just ask you while I remembered rather than blindsiding you later.
Of course. I probably shouldn't make my bullets in the common area fireplace, so I'd have to go upstairs to do that. But
that's all right. Thanks for having breakfast.
Of course. I'll be back down in... She looks at Dylan now again and like puts her hand in her pocket to feel her watch again. I'll be down in a little bit. And then she goes away. And she left her glove on the table like a fool.
As she's walking away, Lena speaks up to the rest of the group that are still there, and she's like, "Right, I already spoke to Diona, and there's something I've been asked to look into outside of the city. It's probably going to be a trip of, I don't even know, a week or so, hopefully less. And I was kind of hoping you'd all kind of provide some help or backup, or I mean, Diana already said she'd help. So if I'd be really grateful if you'd all come along as well, please.
Of course.
I mean, I haven't been given any sort of timescale, but tomorrow would probably be better. I don't know if that gives you enough time to do what you need to do, Diona.
Nothing I need to do is particularly high priority. It's just while I remembered while we're in Kymel.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty much geared up. I could probably do with... No, I don't think I can afford that yet. I'm ready to go whenever, so I probably need to head out and at least start asking questions tomorrow. So, I mean, if everybody wants to kind of meet me out there after, that's perfectly fine. But I probably do need to.
We should probably go together.
I mean, you don't have to. I'm not going to go and charge headfirst into anything seriously dangerous.
It's safer.
We're safer as a group than alone.
She kind of nods and smiles at Talia, and yeah, okay, yeah. Good point. Right. Well, I'm going to go do something. Right. Enjoy your morning, everyone. I see you later. And she kind of darts towards the stairs and heads upstairs. At which point, we're losing Ren soon, and we've lost Josh. So, does anyone else have anything they need to kind of get done?
Can I roll to see if my bullets work?
You can roll to see if your bullets work.
Okay.
I don't know what you roll. I assume it's a tinkering check or.
I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't. It's not like
Tinker's
Susanna,
Tools plus Dexterity. That's one of the few things I asked Becky and got an answer about before all this
Cool.
stuff happened. So.
Hey, I'm pretty sure they work.
Excellent. Okay. Now I have a healthy number of bullets. Thank God.
Excellent.
But is it a healthy enough number of bullets?
Well, I don't know. I shoot a lot in a single round now.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
I think all Talia would want to do is like go back and sort of start going through the tome and looking at little bits of information, specifically like monk shit.
Yep, no worries.
Because we are level 5 and they haven't gotten a chance to look at shit.
Hey. That's
yes, they now have
legit.
Stunning Strike and have a little bit better of a sense of timing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. I'm just thinking.
Yeah, so we can call it that, and then we can do the.
Yep, I mean the next session is pretty much going to kind of start as we're kind of heading out of Kymel towards the first kind of stopping point. And we'll see how quick we get through that.
I mean, this
I'm going
is also
to need.
It's probably going to take us like 6 sessions.
Well, exactly. I mean, my group, it literally took them like half a session to get to where I'm anticipating it taking you guys at least 2, if not 3 sessions. So, hey, we'll see how it goes.
Dab.
Because they're all brand new players. Literally none of them had ever, only me and my brother had ever played before. Nobody else had ever played any D&D. In fact, some of them have never played kind of, RPG video games. So they are very much just, wade straight in and kill everything and, screw the consequences, which they are getting consequences every which way at the moment. It's great fun.
Yeah, we have a slightly better head for consequences. Slightly. Very slightly.
Well, we have a better head for consequences, but that just means we see them as we run straight into them.
Yep.
Yeah, very much.
I am probably going to need various checks from people ahead of time so that I don't have to kind of break immersion to get saving throws and things. So I will drop everybody a note kind of in chat over the next week asking for saving throws and various other throws and things. Perception.
I always hate it when there are pre-saving throws because I just get so spooked.
I don't trust that at all.
It'll be fine. Let's put it this way.
You saying that, I trust even less.
Well, let's put it this way. One of my other players in the group, I've known him since he was kind of 7 or 8 years old, and he's a bit of a he likes to try and wind me up, so I got revenge, and he literally had found this kind of piece of loot and without knowing what it did, he put it on his head, and my immediate reaction straight away was, right, roll a Constitution saving throw. I mean, it didn't do anything, but I was going to make him roll that throw anyway.
Yeah.
Right, in which case then, I guess we'll call it there for tonight.
Yeah.
In terms of D&D sessions, anyway.
Yeah, we can just have, I think PK and I and maybe Ran can talk about what went down with the Taylor visit. Off screen.
Right.
Cool.
Can I just say...
know mostly, and I know what I'm going to mark off.
Cool.
Can I say that Susanna genuinely did not know about the amulet, and she's spooked as fuck.
Yeah, I gathered.
I got that sense as well.
She's so distressed.
Yep, I got that impression.
Also, none of y'all were like, wait, what's Talia's second magic item? Because they got 2 motherfuckers.
I mean, I know what it is, but that's because I know about some later stuff.
I have a vague notion of what it is out of character.
Yeah.
But not in.
Yeah.
I can't believe Dylan just called her out at the dinner table, or the breakfast table, I guess.
I mean, honestly, that is so Dylan.
Hello?
So, quick double check. The only people who have any kind of Arcana or vaguely Arcana abilities, oops, daisy, wrong button, are Dylan and Vias.
Josh, we're wrapping up session, Josh.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah, they're the only ones who have Arcana abilities, and if Diana meets an unfortunate end, we're getting someone who actually does Arcana as that thing, because god damn it, guys!
Oh, party balance is for people who care.
Yeah.
Party balance is for the weak.
I mean, to be fair, y'all would be getting Ellie anyway, even if we didn't have an astonishing lack of intelligence in this party, because I love Ellie and they need good things.
Let us be stupid, Joe.
Yeah,
Let us be dumb.
My backup character has an 18 intelligence.
Have you know that Lena has a grand total of 12 intelligence? Thank you very much.
Lena's on the higher end of our intelligence scale. What the hell?
I think my backup character has less intelligence than Talia.
How much
Depends which one I go for. At least one of them does.
How much intelligence does Talia have?
Talia has a solid 11.
Yeah, Lena and Susanna are tied for top at 12.
The thing is, like, mechanically, Talia has an 11, because mechanically, intelligence definitely refers to a lot of, like, book learning and shit like that, which they don't have, because... But their wisdom is very, very high, so I'm calling them they're intelligent, they just don't know things.
You know what? They are valid.
And yes, Othaniel only has a 10 intelligence.
Oh my god.
If I end up bringing Ellie in, y'all will get someone who has a nice steady 16 intelligence.
Yeah, Clancy at this point has... Clancy has
Othaniel also has an 8. Othaniel also has an 8 in dexterity. So.
Clancy has 3 levels of wizard and has more hit points than Dylan.
Wow.
Well, but he also has a better constitution and the tough feat, so...
To be fair, I also have to love Othaniel.
I also love him and don't want him to die. I mean, like, Dylan has to, but, like, Clancy isn't allowed.
Excuse you, Dylan does not have to die.
Dylan does not have to die at all.
Absolutely not.
Dylan does not get to die, and if he thinks he gets to, we're going to tromp through the underworld to drag his sorry ass back.
Listen, sometimes you need it for character development.
Dylan, Josh.
Yeah?
Josh,
no.
Yeah?
Josh, I have things planned for if we TPK and decide to we drag ourselves out of hell.
That would be so much fun.
Oh, that would be epic.
Oh my god, can you imagine?
God, do I have to kill everybody off now?
Of course.
Yes!
No, I'll do it. I'll do it when we're children.
so much easier to kill.
I feel like that might be a paradox.
I legitimately cannot wait for those sessions because there is just so much Lena stuff that is being repressed at the moment. It will be amazing.
Look, the children's sessions, depending on how much I make you guys do as kids, is going to be legendary.
Interesting.
I'm actually really worried about Dylan because that boy, trans. The rest of the party.
Yeah.
Wait, no. Okay, so who in the party would know? Vias.
Would know
what?
Talia doesn't have Talia doesn't know what a gender is.
That's fair. I think that's totally understandable, and I support them, and they've escaped this hell. Dylan, however, no. So Vias has seen his top surgery scars.
Diana, as she is now, knows about trans folk and knows about some of the issues, but when she was a kid, she did not.
She is valid.
Same for Lena.
For Lena. When you're children, you're not going to remember grown-up Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it won't be confusing until you wake up.
Dylan's not going to be trans. Like, well, no, that's not what I meant. Dylan doesn't know he's trans when he's like 5. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about it because I've literally been avoiding coming up with a birth name for him. I've been like,
that's valid.
This isn't necessary. He doesn't need it, and now it's becoming necessary. And I'm like, fuck.
I am so sorry.
Oops.
Listen, it's fine. I was gonna have to do it at some point.
Talia is just Talia, and if you think their ADHD is bad now, think about when they're a child.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I pity Vera.
Oh good lord, yes. Bearing in mind as well that Lena was very different as a child than the kind of quiet and stuttery person she is now.
Oh yes. Oh
Susanna ran around shooting possums with a shotgun. It's gonna be a party.
Speaking of, who the fuck lets a 7-year-old have a shotgun?
Really? Same person who made a magic watch that wasn't really a magic watch. Who knows?
No.
I don't trust like that.
You should never trust anything I say, and that is a statement of fact.
Is that a promise?
It is.
It is a promise. And furthermore,
literally,
I have a question.
Yes. What is your
question? When Susanna started laughing, who knows what was said? Apart from Ren, because I told Ren. Do you all know what was said?
Well, I think Diana said something to the effect of, "I would rather not be murdered over food." But yes. I might be wrong. I don't even fucking remember what I say 90%
Should I stop recording?
That is what she said. Yeah. You can if you
might as well, yeah.
And then I'll start uploading it. Hopefully the recording works. Woo!